Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, guys, it's getting ugly. It's getting scary even if you're in the swamp in Washington D.C. Now we know that the National Security Advisor Mike Flynn had to resign today, and that's huge news, of course, especially when you know that Russia had a spy ship just 70 miles off the coast of Delaware, and that Russia was moving all kinds of rockets along the border with Finland, and that Russia was moving some of their missiles around, the missiles that were supposed to be destroyed during the SALT II treaty. But that's not even as worried. I'm not even worried about that as bad as the really high power missiles, the nuclear ones that they got up in Antarctica in the North Pole. But that's another story. But the same day that Mike Flynn, the National Security Advisor, has to resign, the director of the Secret Service resigns. Now his name, of course, Joseph Clancy, not Tom Clancy that writes all the great novels. Joseph Clancy, the director of the Secret Service, has resigned a couple hours ago. And so we're waiting to find out who will fill his role. We'll wait on President Donald Trump to make that decision. But one thing you might want to keep in mind, there has been some rumors that President Trump does have access to a lot of potential Secret Service folks. I'm sure he's had some great security folks that work for him in a private capacity as the CEO of the Trump Industries. But did you know that Betsy DeVos, the brand new Secretary of Education, who barely got confirmed 51-50 because Vice President Mike Pence went in and cast the deciding vote, her brother owns Blackwater. Now his name is Eric Prince. Eric Prince, he owns Blackwater. He's the founder and owner. It's possible that he'll be making available, if you will, some of his folks, former employees or maybe even current employees, to become part of the new shifting, changing Secret Service. I'm sure there's some of the Secret Service agents that are doing a great job and want to remain on. Trump, though, looks like will probably be building a new team. Matter of fact, Joseph Clancy says, I'm stepping down so that the president can choose his own team. All right? So let's just keep this in mind. You may see, Trump has got, look, there's enough death threats on Trump. Ivanka Trump being mistreated out there in the corporate world. Looks like the Bilderberg Group or the Bohemian Grove guys got together and decided to throw Ivanka Trump's fashion line out of their retail world, tossing it at Nordstrom, and now today Sears and Kmart both throwing her product lines in the street. Of course, if you ever check out their businesses, they probably end up in the street themselves if they don't change their business model. But that's another story. But right now, the whole situation is shaking things up security-wise. The President of the United States has got to make sure the people around him have got his back. And let's just wait and see who he calls on to be the next director of the Secret Service. If you hear the name Eric Prince, you'll know the connection. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're certainly living, folks, in the last days, in dangerous, dangerous times. Are you serious? Jesus is coming soon. Sooner than what maybe any of us can comprehend. Are you saved?